first movie comes from these themes of nature and living in the forest, and the second movie deals with water. And obviously fire is kind of there in both movies as a destructive element, and now you're bringing that into the forefront.
I think it completes a kind of an elemental triad in a way. Water is life and beauty. Fire is chaotic, violent, symbolic of hatred in a way, at least in the films, and destruction, as you say. And then ash is the emotional consequence of hatred, right? Which creates loss, right? So people are dealing with loss, they're dealing with trauma, how it informs them. And in our world today, I think it's quite relevant. And people have told me as they watch the film, it's like, wow, how do you make these films that seem so relevant in the moment? I think it's not that I'm doing anything. I think it's that people make the connections they make when they see a film, and a film is kind of a Rorschach for their reactions, but they're relating to it as something that's hopeful, something that's unafraid to deal with and look in the eye, these kind of ideas of our human nature and how we tend to exist in these cycles of hatred and violence. Everybody feels wronged, and that gives them permission to do wrong things. But how do you break that cycle? And I'm not talking about the bad guys. I'm talking about the characters we're following, right? So I think Neytiri is such a beloved character. Jake is such a beloved character. It allows me to challenge the audience a little bit. Do we still love them? They're doing something we may not agree with. And I think that it's getting the audience into that headspace that really engages people.